I let Mr. Kennedy know this. It's always dangerous when you have a warrant, let alone a national manhunt for an arrest warrant like this. And it was Mr. Kennedy's desire to turn himself in ASAP. He did not want any type of harm to come to him or his family. And quite frankly, he wanted to face the charges.
A man wanted for aggravated murder after a missing Cleveland woman was found buried in the backyard of a home in Wilkinsburg surrendered to police on Wednesday. Cleveland police said that Adrianna Taylor, who had been living with Anthony Kennedy, who was reported missing on November the 13th, her family told police that they haven't heard from her since early October. On Thursday night, her body was discovered buried in the backyard of a home on Hill Avenue in Wilkinsburg. The medical examiner said that the 23-year-old woman died of a gunshot wound to the head and ruled her death as a homicide. Surveillance video from neighbors recorded around 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day show a car pulling up in front of a residence. Neighbors say they were suspicious after the passenger exit, headed to the car's trunk and stayed there for some time before eventually walking towards the back to the home. Investigators can be seen arriving at the Hills Avenue home around 8:45 p.m. before leaving more than 2 hours later. During the time frame, law enforcement can be seen going in and out and around the house collecting evidence. Sources believe Kennedy executed his girlfriend in Ohio, then drove her body to where his sister lives or used to live in Wilkinsburg. Sources say that her body was found in a tote bag, which was placed inside a bigger construction bag, both in which was found under a wet and dry cement. Anthony Kennedy was arrested in 2019 for strangling his then girlfriend during a violent incident outside the couple's home, according to court records. Court records show that Kennedy was living in the same house in March 2019 when he was arrested for domestic violence. Police say that he attacked his girlfriend after she pulled her vehicle into their driveway. The 2019 arrest warrant states that Kennedy climbed into the woman's vehicle and started strangling her with both his hands on her neck. The victim was unable to yell for help because she was not able to breathe. According to the warrant, Kennedy also put his forearms against her throat and began using his body weight to strangle her again. Detectives noted that the woman had visible scratches on her neck and that Kennedy had also pulled his girlfriend's hair, pulling out the strands of the dreadlocks. Kennedy was charged with domestic violence and unlawful restraint, which is both misdemeanor offenses. Ohio is the only U.S. state where strangulation is not a felony crime. Kennedy's 2019 arrest was labeled by the Cleveland courts as a high-risk domestic violence case, a designation given to offenders with prior domestic violence arrest or incident that was especially violent. Court records show that his domestic violence charge, a first-degree misdemeanor, was later reduced to criminal mischief, a third-degree misdemeanor. After pleading guilty in May 2019, Kennedy received a supervised jail sentence and was placed on community-controlled supervision. He was also ordered to enter the court's Domestic Intervention Education and Training Program. Last month, Kennedy was scheduled to go on trial for felony weapons violation. The trial was continued at the request of his defense attorney. Court records show that Kennedy was arrested in October 2021 in Macedonia for OVI, operating a vehicle impaired and improperly handling a firearm in a motor vehicle. According to the indictment, he was in the possession of a Smith & Wesson M&P at the time of his arrest. A warrant was issued on September the 20th after Kennedy failed to appear at the court hearing for the OVI and weapons charges. The warrant was recalled 6 days later, and Kennedy's $5,000 bond was continued. As a condition of his bond, he was not allowed to possess any firearms. Court records confirmed Kennedy appeared for a hearing in his felony case on November the 15th, 2 days after Adrianna Taylor was reported missing to the Cleveland police. U.S. Marshals have Kennedy in custody before he returns to Ohio and is charged with aggravated murder in the death of Adrianna Taylor.
The first time tonight we are hearing from Adrianna's family. Our DeLon Dillard just spoke with her aunt, who talks about her feelings now the police say Kennedy's turned himself in.
My family feels a sigh of relief. First, in knowing that her body was found, and second, with this man turning himself in. I think we can breathe a little easier now because we just want her soul to have peace.
All right, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's continue the conversation down below in the comments. Make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss an upload. I'm Lady T. I'll catch you the next time. Be blessed. Bye.